Brilliance Audio.
A Train to Moscow by Elena Gorokhova, performed by Elizabeth Knowelden. Act 1. Ivanova. 1. She immediately knows something is wrong. The door to Marek's house is ajar, and there is a black car blocking the street just a few meters away. Not really a car. There aren't many cars in Ivanova. It looks more like a wagon that plucks drunks off the sidewalks on holidays and deposits them at the sobering station in the town's centre. Who is this wagon waiting for? Not for her friend Marek, for sure. Marek is 7, like Sasha, and no driver would waste time ploughing through snow all the way to the edge of Ivanova to stand by while a first grader pulls on his itchy uniform and tosses his books into a school bag. Despite the dusk of early mornings, Sasha has always savoured this hour before school, from the moment she plunges out of the clouds of frost and into the warmth of Marek's house to see his father leaf through Pravda over a glass of tea, to the minute she curls her fingers around the piece of sucking candy his mother stuffs into her hand before they leave for class. But all those safe mornings, she consents, are now in the past. Today, everything is different. When Sasha slinks in through the open door, she doesn't see Marek right away. Instead, she sees an unfamiliar man in a black coat and ushanka hat ripping apart the bed, turning the mattress over, tearing off the sheet, and yanking the blanket out of its duvet cover. She sees another man shaking out every book from the shelves, cutting out the binding, and squinting down its spine, which must be taking a long time because Marek's mother is a literature teacher and has a lot of books. Sasha sees her standing by the table, next to her husband, clutching the back of a chair with both hands, as though she would collapse if she didn't. The veins on the backs of her hands are swollen, thick as ropes. No one speaks, and the only sounds in the room are of tearing and slashing, the sounds of destruction. When the contents of the entire bookcase have finally been violated, another man, short and stumpy as a fire plug, snatches the briefcase of Marek's father off a chair and rips it open. He scans the sheets of paper with mathematical formulas scrawled in a hurried handwriting, as if he could understand any of them. Then he lifts his eyes and stares at the wall. "Citizen Garkovsky, you are under arrest," he announces. This is when Sasha sees her friend. Marek is crouching in the corner behind an armchair where he and Sasha usually read together after school. His head is between his knees, his red hair sticking out in all directions like taut little springs, so Sasha cannot see his face. "For what?" asks Marek's mother in a ragged voice. "You'll find out," says the fireplug, avoiding her eyes. Marek's mother gives him a hard stare, as though she were facing a student who had misbehaved the entire year and failed the course. "You were in my class a few years ago, weren't you?" she says. "I remember you. You were a good student. You liked Lermontov." The guard turns away and bangs the briefcase with papers on the table, as if it were the paper's fault that in 8th grade he liked Lermontov, that he was a good student, and now he is here to arrest his former teacher's husband. "It's all a mistake, just a misunderstanding," Marek's father says. He tries to speak in his usual manner, but his voice is cracking. It is a voice Sasha hears every morning, a voice of a mathematician from the Academy of Sciences, a voice that has always made her feel secure. She wants him to be right. She wants it all to be a mistake. She is in 1st grade and hasn't read Lermontov yet. But how can someone who likes poetry, she wonders, arrest her best friend's father? How can a good student of literature arrest anyone? The first policeman, a tall, gangling man, has finished ripping apart the slashed mattress and has turned to the pillows, unleashing a blizzard of feathers that rivals the snow falling behind the window.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?